Nothing kills golf more for seniors than 3-putting. 3-putting, or sometimes even the dreaded 4-putt, not many people do that, is a disaster. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you today the 2 putts that you need to master to ensure that you never 3-putt again. And they are the lag putt and then the short putt. That's it. So if you watch, I'll give you my drills for both, and we'll then just sort of play. So first thing, rather than tell you how not to 3-putt, let me tell you how you will 3-putt, because that'll get through it, and you'll gather from the way that all these videos go, the one thing that I want to take out of your golf is risk and tension. Tension particularly, tension in your arms is an absolute killer. So if you're sat over a ball and you are thinking, God, I've got to do this and I've got to do that and I've got to keep my head still and I've got to get my hands up and I've got to do... It is an absolute killer. Your mind is full of absolute junk. Right, whereas, if you have a scenario that says, I just want to keep everything loose, I look at where my target is, I have an idea how the land is going to flow, and what I want to do, this putt, this long putt, which we'll show you in a minute, is actually all about getting somewhere close to it and leaving your second putt the next. And if it goes in, great. But what you want to make sure is the second putt goes in. Okay, so here we have, like, this is a putt that you would hate. It's a big breaker. There's a big, you know, if you look here, in this area here, you have this hill, everything falls away down here. From up there, everything falls from the hill that's come over here, and you can often tell that. So when you look at this as a long putt, the key thing is speed. You know it's going to come down from the left, so I'm going to be aiming this like mentally miles left, and I want to be hitting this pace-wise because it's coming down and then we'll be rolling. I want to make sure that I'm ending up with a nice putt to be left with. So if I was aiming at the flag, I'm aiming here, but I'm not. I'm aiming up here to the right. And all I'm going to do, everything's loose, everything's relaxed, I'm standing tall, there's no tension in my body at all, and I'm just letting the club get in the way of a back and through swing. So it's just like back and through. Yeah, I've not hit this anything, oh look, it bobbled all over the place. Now, that bobbled and it took its pace off it, which wasn't great, and I hadn't hit it high enough. So that's a bit higher, but it's still bouncing all over the place. But that's where I want to be. That there leaves me with a nice simple putt. I got the pace right. So here's another one. So it's moved on from here. We still know it's coming right to left because of the slope that's all around us. And this one actually goes downhill halfway and goes down to the pin. So I want to be aiming this slightly right, but you get the feel here. All I'm doing is I'm setting up roughly where I'm going, and I'm much more interested in the pace of the thing. So it's like I'm standing quite narrow, I'm balanced, there's no tension in my body at all, and I am just letting the ball get in the way of a nice strike. And that's too far, I can tell that from wherever I hit it, is it? Oh, it's bobbled and that's helped. Too far, too right. Still, I've got a nice straightforward putt on the way back. Let's see if I learn anything from that. That feels like it's a better pace because it's now gone downhill. I've learnt a bit. Perfect pace. And if you get the pace right, your next shot is so much easier. So the way you focus on that is you take all the tension out of your arms. If I said to you, if I stood there and said, throw me the ball and make it land at my feet, chances are with a throw in action, when you're loose and you've done this since you were a kid, you would get somewhere close to me. That's all you're looking to do with these. You're looking for your next putt to be just that one. So when it comes to lag putts, take the tension out of your body. The putts that you'll face a lot are lag putts and short putts. Hopefully short like that one, so you're not going to miss them. And the other thing about putting is so variable. Like when you look at the pros and the way they pay, right, they miss way more than they make. They might have a purple patch in a day where they score really low, and that's entirely down to their putting normally. So when you're doing this and you're playing this game, what you want to be thinking of is avoid 3 putts. They're thinking make, we should be thinking avoid 3 putts, and don't beat yourself up if you do. It's just up here, no tension, risk-free golf. That's the most enjoyable golf there is. Here are 2 typical putts that you end up with after your long putt, your lag putt. There's this one, which is like a really good one, so that's got you inside a couple of feet, and so you've got to think in terms of that. And with a lot of these, if you take tension out your body, you stand up, and all you're looking to do is just backing through in line with the hole, and you do that. Backing through in line with the hole, and you do that. But then when you move slightly further back, this is where tension starts to creep in, where you start to think, oh, I could miss that. Right? And so all of them require that you take a bit of attention and a bit of care. But with this one particularly, it's all about a very simple technique. Technique is think about loose and think about following through. The number of putts that I see miss because people quit, it's like if you watch their chipping series and their pitching series, then you see acceleration is the absolute key. So in this one, it's pick a line, back, through, pick a line, and then there we go. Into the bottom of the hole, and that's all you're looking for. But you'll see, actually a lot of the time, you might miss a few of these, but if you've got a technique where you take tension out, and you pick a line and you're certain about what you're doing and you accelerate, don't stop. For the love of all that is good and holy, do not stop. Because the number of guys that I play golf with who stand over and they're really, really tense and they do that. And it's like they stop and they miss, it's like, where's the hole? And yet, that's what you can do. And then you can end up sword fencing around about the hole. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is think about this and just do it. Great thing about putting is, and we were all stressed about it, it's where you spend most of your time if you're playing golf, hopefully is on the green. It's where you get most frustrated. The thing that I would urge you is in the same with a golf swing, same with a full swing, a half swing, a chip, a pitch, whatever, take tension out your body. Just feel like you're free and loose. If you like this idea and you like this idea of playing golf in that manner, then please support the channel. It'd be great for us if you could subscribe. You'll see when all our things come up. We post every week, we put shorts up every day, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So it'd mean the world to us if you did that. In the meantime, play great golf.